Hi everyone, Dearly Crafted here. I have a little project that I was going to try to do before the Christmas and New Year's vacation. Although this did not arrive until after my friend was already here, and so had to kind of put this little cutie on hold. But so it's just, as you see, a little llama pillow. I got it from Amazon. I got a gift card from Amazon before Christmas, and so I went ahead and ordered it and was hoping to be able to do it. So hopefully I can get it done in this segment, and hopefully we don't have to do a few different segments on it. It should go pretty quick, but I looked through the book a little bit here, and I guess you can do like different things, different styles. You can make it a llama corn and give it a little flower decoration on its head and a little hat and that sort of thing. Like I said, I just thought it was kind of cute, and it kind of goes along with my, oh, let's see here, no problema and no llama drama kind of theme. And so what it does provide you with this book, and oh, here's some more of the things you can do. I guess I got a little llama mermaid thing. Okay. And top hat and the flowers, crown, like a crown of flowers, and llama corn, and just a regular llama. So I'm going to open this up. I haven't opened up this box yet. Okay, I'll open it from the top here. I'm still trying the new setup, so I am talking louder. I'm not whispering this time. Yay! Oh, and before we get too much into this, I want to just do a shout out to somebody here in a moment as well. Let's see here. There we go. Okay. So real quick before we start on this little cutie, I wanted to give a shout out to Elnora. She's a viewer that actually made a 3-tier diamond closet. Look at that. So I'll put the link for the diamond closet, or in the little eye, I'll put the information for the diamond closet. But she just made this amazing 3-tier diamond closet, and she said she is so happy with it, and I'm so glad that it works out for her. So great job, Elnora. That is fantastic. My mouth just dropped when I saw this picture. I was like, wow, that is just amazing. So yay, that was awesome. All right, let's get back to the llama. And that was just the closet. I apologize, but I was just like, wow, that is so cool. Okay, so what you get in the pack, it says in the book what you're supposedly getting, but I didn't want to open it until I was on camera with you guys, and we'll kind of experience this together. So at the time when I got this, it was initially listed as being on back order, I think it was. And let's see here. I'll just close this up because I know I'm going to have to use the book a little bit. I don't know how much I'll do everything in the book, but okay, so it looks like you get all the separate pieces. I'm guessing this is like vacuum sealed stuffing, and the pieces here, and then it has little pattern pieces. So all right, I'll just move this off to the side, and since I'm on my little camera here, should be able to take my time and not rush through this. But I also know that I used to sew stuffed animals all the time and have like a basic approach to them, but of course I was young, and so it looks like they provide you with the needles, and it does say as far as with this project that, there we go, that it, let's see, on the ages, okay, so with the ages it says for ages 10 and up. So, and of course, probably with adult supervision. I don't know if I need that, you know, because, yeah. Alright, so I'll put the pattern up here for a minute. I'm going to go ahead and open up the stuffing package here. So this can fluff up. So here we go. I wonder if it's like those boats when you pull the cord and it just goes. We'll see. I don't know if I need to adjust the camera here. I'm trying to. It doesn't seem like it puffed up. Oh, there we go. Okay, see, it puffed up. It was flat. So, all right. So we've got our stuffing. Sorry about the plastic sounds there. I'll set this off to the side so it can fluff up more. Okay, it's got the little pom-poms here. The little strings. So, yeah, if you do decide to get this kit, I'll go ahead and put the link in there and stuff like that. And so hopefully it won't be on back order if you decide to get this little kit. So here's the little llama eyes, and I guess you can make the little llama eyes like different. Like, I guess you can cut them and make them different. Once again, it's like, oh, where is it? Oh, so I guess you can cut the eyes and like make it look like the eyes are closed and that sort. I might move the camera here a little bit. Let me see if I can move this camera here a little bit, and because I feel like, okay. I turned on an extra light so that maybe you guys could see better. So, okay. So yeah, as far as the eyes, you can make it look like it's winking, or it's got its eyes closed, or it's got its eyes happy. See, different ways you can put the eyes, and my nail, like, here we go. And the reflection, of course, is being a naughty bird. So, and then all these different things. I mean, this is a really cute kit. And I think, if I recall correctly, I paid, like I said, I had a gift card, so, and then they give you some information here. I had a gift card, and so it was, after tax, around $18 for the kit. But it is cute. And it is kind of fun. I could see getting this for like one of my crafty friends just for fun. And so, okay. I gotta get started here, don't I? So it starts off pretty much with using the floss, some embroidery floss, and giving you instructions on how to do it. And like I said, I've never done this kit before, so okay, so it says, unwind the bundle, embroidery floss, cut a strand of floss about 14 inches. So I'm going to see. I'm going to use my sewing kit here as a way to kind of keep this book open. So I don't know which color they're talking about, though. That's the thing. I don't know how to pause you. It says, Yeah, it doesn't tell you which color to separate. Really? Hmm. Oh my goodness. Okay, I'm gonna start with the white. Because that seems to make sense. I mean, it's not like it's rocket science, but it just gave me too many choices. So, rubber band. Okay. I know some of the floss tube people are probably watching me right now going, oh my goodness, this girl is a hot mess. I'm just used to needle and thread. So, alright. I'm guesstimating that's about 14 inches. I'll put that off to the side. Messy. Goodness. So it says ages 10 and up, but yet here I am, confused. Now see, this looks too thin for a piece of thread to hold a stuffed animal to me. Because it says pull one strand of floss. Okay, so it says repeat the steps so that you have 2 strands total. Okay, that makes more sense because I don't want it to fall apart after, like, you know, the first time I touch it after it's sewn. Okay, I think I might need more coffee because it is very early in the morning. Maybe I should have woken up more before I filmed this. Like I said, it's fun. Okay, there's 2 strands. And I'll put this strand over here. Hopefully not make a hot mess out of that. I'm almost thinking I sound kind of grumpy. I don't know. Do I sound grumpy? Maybe, maybe not. Okay, so I lined up the 2 strands, the ends meet up, smooth them down, right? Smooth them down with the 2 separate strands. Okay, keep extra strands of floss loose and untangled so you can use them later. Okay, well I just put them over here, so if I need some more, so tie a knot in one end. See, I'm just trying to go through the instructions with you, the instructions with you as you might want to do them. Like I said, the only thing I may not follow the instructions on is doing the little extra decorations, and like that might be a separate video. So okay, so I tied a knot in the end of the strand here that I have, so I gotta find the needles, get the needles going. Okay, and then it says to put the strands through the needles, but I do have my own threader thing here. So this is a little needle threader that you can get, like multi-packs of them in the sewing section. I have that rubber band on my finger and I'm going to take that off real quick. Ooh. Let's put it over there. So this is the needle that comes in the kit. It's got a pretty nice size eye on it, but because I'm me, I like the needle threader. And so what you do is you just take the needle threader and you stick it through. See how it's like kind of on there? And this bigger wire part here, I mean, you'd think I wouldn't have to use a needle threader with this size of needle, but I do. There you go. And just gonna trim that down so, because I did have a little uneven. I know y'all are laughing at me right now. It's okay. I'm laughing at myself. It's like I haven't sewn stuffed animals since I was like a kid. I mean, I've done sewing, but it's usually just doing hand sewing and hemming and that sort of thing. So, okay, why isn't it pulling through? There we go. Oh, because I grabbed the knotted end. Duh. Okay. Anyway, that little needle threader, yeah, that's like my saving grace. So, okay, so basically it's like you have your needle, you create a little bit of extra to give you some working space so you don't lose your thread. Okay, so there are 2 tails of floss and long end knot, sew in and out of the fabric, blah blah blah. The short would hang about 4 inches. Okay, I'll give it maybe 5 for me. Okay. Okay, so it does say about making a chunkier knot, which I can see. Okay, so there's my needle, and here's my knot down here. And I am going to make a chunkier knot because I don't want this pulling through the fabric. Honestly, I would almost do it a few times. So I've already got the one knot. I'm going to try to make it a chunkier knot by at least putting one more. See, it didn't line up there. It's like 2 knots right beside each other. So I'm going to try it one more time. Unfortunately, like I said, with the new setup, that I don't have to worry as much about time. So hopefully you're doing like a diamond painting and just listening to this and getting a good laugh. Okay, so let's see here. I'd probably go a lot faster if I didn't try to follow the instructions. Okay, so here's where they were talking about doing the decoration on the accessories portion, but I'm going to skip over that for now because I almost want to make the accessories a separate video. I just want to get to sewing the actual pillow. And plus I was planning on using some of the diamonds, leftover diamonds. Let's see here. Okay, so it does want you to stitch the face on, but I have to stitch this first. Okay, so now I've got the one thread with the white on it. Throwing my scissors around. So it wants you to do the black on the face. First. Okay. Okay, I think these are all decorative for the accessories, so we'll just put those over there. Alright. So now that's one thing as far as, okay, so it starts you out with how to thread your needle and stuff at first, obviously, and then you go, but like I had to look and see, okay, what are they referring to here? So it starts out with the little muzzle. So now I'm going to have to do that with the, at least they give you a second needle. So that way, if you do like what I did, you know. Okay. Okay, does it say how many, as far as the, do I separate out this floss for other parts of it? I guess not. Maybe I just use this whole piece, because that would make sense. There. Alright. So once again. And so for the needle threader thing, I'm going to open that up a little bit more, because this is kind of thick. So I don't know how to pause you guys on this here. So I was going to grab a drink of coffee. Got off to the side here, so I'm going to mute you for a second. Where the mute button is. I didn't mark it. Okay, hold on. Can you hear me? Yeah, you can still hear me. Okay. Just got the microphone. Maybe you heard the slurp, maybe you didn't. Okay. Are you laughing? I know you're laughing. It's okay. I am too, inside, hysterically. Laughing hysterically inside. Okay. Am I gonna break my needle thing? No. Okay. There we go. Okay, so it looks like it only uses the black thread around the face. So I'm going to go with that. And okay, do the knot at the end. I hope you guys can see. I keep trying to stay within frame. Probably put that too much. We'll try to make that chunky knot. Oh, that one worked out. Yeah, because this is a lot thicker, so I don't want a super long tail. So I'm gonna just trim that. Alright. So we gotta make his little face on his little muzzle they're talking about. So it says make one long loose stitch across the tan muzzle. Okay, I'm trying to center it because I want it to be like really cute. I want it to be as cute as, let's see, is that about the right spot, do you think? That's a little too high, I think. both the sides look pretty much the same. So that one's got a little smudge in it, probably where I just poked it. See, that doesn't look right. Bring it in a little bit more. So what I'm doing is I'm trying to make it like that. Okay. Alright, we'll try it. Oh, this is too high. Okay, I'm going to turn it upside down. It's almost looking like it was too high there. Alright, we'll try this through. Long thread. It's almost like I need a disclaimer for myself. You obviously have to be careful not to poke your own fingers. I usually have a thimble, but I don't want to dig it out because I've already taken forever with this, way longer than I should. Just for a little. Now see, this is where being very particular can be a challenge. Okay, so made it a little bit of a loose thread. I don't want it to have a big nose, so, and I want to have enough room for the mouth. So I'm trying to hit it in the middle so that maybe that nose will come out right. And so see where I just poked it in the middle, just like what they was talking about. And I don't know that I really like the way that looks, but I mean, it's okay. Let's see. I almost want this to be doubled. So, alright. So it's got a little bit, pretty close for the nose. Alright. And then, let's see, where do I like it? Okay, so just kind of tried to center it and get it in there. Okay. Like I said, I know it's not. No, it's not rocket science, but it's like you want it to look cute. I do anyway, because it might be hanging out on the unboxing table here. Okay, so we made the V shape, and then it says, sew a few back stitches to create a smile. Tie a knot in the thread on the back of the felt. Knot keeps stitches from coming loose. Okay, so obviously as far as the back stitches, that's pretty much like, it looks like they tried to make a little bit of a slant here for the little smile. So I'm going to come in from the back here. I'm hitting my nail polish. One part kind of. Alright. I don't know how long we've been recording, but fortunately it's not. I'm going to go ahead and try it this way. I probably could have done that differently, but I didn't want to go to page 10. How bad is that? I think my llama's going to have a weird smile, but it is my llama. And why not? Okay. So I wanted to do, I was hoping that I wouldn't be too, I was hoping I wasn't gonna be too distracted with this and be able to do some chat and viewer and channel shout outs while I'm doing this. So I was gonna pull them up, but I can't do it while I'm recording. So I'm just gonna go by memory, and I'm hoping this llama smile is not like the creepiest thing ever. But so yeah, I figure I'll just try to go by memory here. And okay, does that look like a smile? I can always fix it later. Okay. Okay, got. I'll just take this across and try to make it even. So yeah, I just want to do some shout outs. If I can get my focus. And as far as the viewer shout outs and stuff, I'll try not to give last names in case people don't want that, but like people that have been in the chats and Fruitini's chats and Mrs. Coffee's chats and Jennifer Stitches Walls chats. I'm gonna try to remember not to give last names of viewers, but if they have a channel and it's on their channel name, then I'll do that. But one of the first channels I want to shout out, of course, is Everything Gwenny. If everybody could wish her well, that'd be fantastic, because she really could use some well wishes. And of course, want to say thank you to the viewers and subscribers. There's a few of you out there you might know. Marissa, Julie, and Jennifer, often referred to as JJ in the chats, and Red. Oh, and another channel is Redneck Beauty. And I think I'm making his nose thicker just to let you guys know, as if you couldn't already tell. And you guys usually see my heart with the channel names on it. Like Rachel Ray, she's a channel. She's fantastic. And Kralapix and Mrs. Crochet and Coffee. Actually, her channel name is Crafting with Mrs. Crochet and Coffee. And also Stephanie Nelson changed her channel to Wolfpack Diamond Painting. So that's cool, because she's cray about wolves. She loves the wolves. And okay, so I made that more like a little bit of nose. It looks really good on camera from here. And then it's got the little mouth. So what I'll do is I'll just tie this off like it says on a knot. On the back it looks like a hot mess, but I'll tie this off in a knot, and we'll move on to the next step, because I'm trying to remember names. Oops, fuzzies. And as far as viewers and chatters that I've had a lot of fun with, Abra and Elnora that did the 3-tier diamond painting closet, which is still, that's just so awesome. I love that. That was like, that is very cool. Okay, so I know it probably wanted me to actually tie a knot here, so I mean, I've been sewing since I was like 11 years old, but if not sooner. But, well, you know, I'm going to go ahead and tie the knot here for if I have to use this black thread again anytime soon. Really hoping to cruise through this. Alright, kind of, there's 2 threads. I don't know if I got them close enough on the face. Okay, that took like 10 gazillion years, but okay. And it's like a 2-minute thing. Oh dear, now it wants me to sew that thing on there. Okay, let's see here. Okay, so this is obviously where the white thread over here comes in. So I take this piece right here, right? And sew the muzzle on. This llama is never going to get done. I can't. I almost feel like it's never going to be done. Like I said, hopefully you're amusing yourself with some project. Okay, so center the muzzle on the face, holding the felt pieces in place. Use 2 strands of wet floss to straight stitch most of the way around the muzzle, leaving a small space at the bottom. Not a problem. No problema. Such a smarty pants. Okay. Okay, so basically a straight stitch. How much? I think they tried to make it pretty much like, so I'm going in from underneath, and I don't want to like, because it's a very narrow amount of space, so because you want it to have fluff in the face, but you don't want the muzzle to come off. So, okay, gotta get it in here. Got little fuzzies from the fur set in there. Okay, so you see how close I got that in? I turned on an extra light for you, like I said, so. And then, okay, so to me, it's like I put the needle in, but now it doesn't look centered on this piece. So I take the needle out, didn't pull it all the way through yet. And then, so I'm trying to look and see that the edges are even. And I know it's probably not going to be perfect, but I want it, like I said, I want it to be cute. So this is something I could probably do all day, is just sewing on something like this. So there. I went ahead and put the first thread through. And then as far as the straight stitch, it's basically, you just want to hold this face in place and try to make sure it stays even. And so it says to straight stitch all the way around. So watch my fingers, push it through. And I made a little stitch. it is, these needles aren't super sharp, but that's probably good if it's, you know, especially with a first time sewer. Oh, I put the little eyes back over here. Eyes without a face. Yeah, you heard that. Excuse me. But yeah, since it's a kit for a younger starter sewing, I'm going to just trim that there so I don't accidentally. So that's my little tail end there. Excuse me. My goodness. Because I know when I first started out, I was like, but it taught me to use thimbles when I first started out sewing. It taught me to, yeah, use those thimbles when needed. So, okay, so back to chatter viewer channel shout outs. Dutch Diamond Painting, she has a fun channel. She's a really fun person. And Creativity by Gidge, you've seen her on my little heart as well. And then as far as chatters, there's some more chatters that I'm trying to think of. Like I said, I wanted to pull up the info and chatters and subscribers, viewers. Oh, Virginia's, she helps me out, letting me know what my volume is and that sort, which is very helpful and very much appreciated. And Laura Law's Craft Corner, she helps me out with telling me what, you know, the volume, if the volume, because my last video where I whispered, yeah, she was like, is my hearing going or is the volume really low? I was like, yeah, I was trying out the microphone. So hopefully it's all better now, because I'm talking at a normal level right now, and the microphone should be recording it just fine. So let's see. Yeah, because I got the thing all the way up, but as far as the volume level, wait a minute. I'm looking at the little dots as I'm talking. Alright. I'm trying not to yell though. I don't want to yell. It's, you know. So hopefully it's loud enough. But it's barely still registering from when I see the dots move. So, alright. I mean, I started out, maybe I started out kind of loud. My apologies. Yeah, you hear me clear in my throat. Very clear, unfortunately, probably. This little llama's face is like... Alright. I gotta, like, quit looking at the microphone thing, otherwise its face is gonna look like all messed up. And... So yeah. Let's see here. Who else? Oh, Crafting with Christy, she has a channel. And Karina's Cool Creations, she has a channel. And like I said, Bertini and Kralapix and Bexley Creations, her channel name is spelled B as in Bob, EXLEIG as in George, H. Bexley Creations. You can find her on my featured channels list. If you guys have any questions about some of the channels that I watch and stuff, I have a few that I rotate through the featured channels list. I just rotate channels through there. And I try to remember to update them and change them out and that and add to them. But I don't I haven't recently added any more channels yet, so that's part of the reason I'm letting you guys know of some of the channels and that. So now, GB Maltese, she's a fun channel. She used to be a teacher, and she really is just a very positive person, and so it's really fun to watch her. And Lovecraft Forever, she's a very positive person, very fun to watch. And let's see, as far as viewers and chatters, I'm trying to think again still. I mean, because a lot of the channels are chatters, as they go to chats as well. Let's see, did I mention Molly? Molly, she has a cold right now, so I'm hoping she gets better soon. But she was able to visit and chat recently. And let's see, Diamond Paint Heaven, she visits. And might have to put this down and pull up it. As like I said, I'm recording on my system right now, so I can't pull it up, otherwise it'll override or something. Trying to clear my throat without being too loud, and it's not working very well. Is this llama ever gonna get done? It will. So yeah, see how it talks about in the eyes right here? Yeah. I don't know if it tells you to glue the eyes on or to stitch. Oh, okay, here we go. Straight stitch each eye onto the face. The straight stitching takes a little bit of time, obviously. Okay, my thread is getting kind of tangled, so I'm just kind of letting it drape or unwind. It was kind of winding up and that, so I just kind of hold it up and let it drape. So this is what people that hand sew do. They sit there and babble. Well, I'm speaking for myself, technically. It's fun. It's like a quilting bee. You know, just sit there and visit with friends. And it is kind of weird because this is a one-sided conversation. But yeah. And I'm like totally drawing a blank for people that I wanted to mention and shout out and say hello. Oh, and Julie, she's a viewer. I got those extra drills that you needed to finish your picture, your painting. I got them in the mail today already. So, like I said, went ahead and prepared those last night. So I popped those into the mail to you. And so hopefully they'll be there within a few days for you to finish up your painting. Just trying to focus. My apologies for being quiet here. I think I made that stitch a little too long. Yeah, it's kind of crooked. It's not exactly the straightest stitch here. Okay. We're getting pretty close to where we can just put some stuffing in the face to the muzzle that I was talking about. Okay. Elbows on the table. Because I'm trying to stay within frame for you guys. And, oh, Diamond in the Rough. She has a channel. She is so cool. Love her too. And Aussie Diamond Painters. And Diamond Paint Heaven has a channel. Okay. I'm gonna stop stitching on this and look at putting some of the fluff in that they're talking about. And I already have this. I use this to hold up my lid on my sewing box. So that worked out. I already have it. Okay. So I'm taking a little bit of the stuffing here that they gave. And I'm just gonna pull a little bit because I mean it's only the muzzle. So I shouldn't have to put too much in there. So I grabbed about that much to, you know, to try and put in the little muzzle, and I may have to pull a little bit off. So actually I'll go ahead and do a little bit. So I pulled about that much off. Ooh. Pasty white legs in the frame. Okay. Be cool if I could edit this so you know. Because I'm sitting on the floor as I'm doing this. I don't know if you guys knew that, but I am sitting on the floor. On the floor. Okay, so I just stuffed it in there. A little poof to the face. And by the time we close it up, it just has a little poof. I'm thinking that should be enough, but let's see. I'm just gonna test it by like. Yeah. Okay. So, I'll try that little piece that I pulled off. See, because it looks like they kind of did a little bit of a stuff thing in here. Just to make sure it had enough poof. Okay, and then I just continue to straight stitch. Trying to make sure it's all, oh, I dropped my needle. Alright. Just re-thread it real quick. Oh, see, I created a fuzzy end, so just gonna trim that to make it straight again. So it's easier to put through this little threader. thread the needle here. Okay. So I'm going to keep that kind of closed here a little bit, and I'm going to redo that one spot right here. Just going to go right through that and make it just a more secure stitch. Oh, what? Okay. So I just want to make sure and keep that long enough so I don't pull that off again. Looks like drinking water or something back there. Hopefully you can't hear it. That's one thing about the microphone headset, is that it should be easier for you to hear, and so that you don't hear extracurricular things. My dog is making crazy noises or something. So I'm going to close the door if I have to. Once again, I do apologize. I don't have any idea of where the mute is supposed to be on the microphone, since I tried it before and it didn't work. So we did a test run and it worked fine, and then I tried it again and it's like, okay, electronics have their own dealio. And once again with the volume, let's see here. I think I've got that all the way up that it can go to on the computer here. So I'm just, sorry, I got lost. I got distracted there for a minute, trying to look and see at the volume. Okay, so you can see I'm just finishing up the straight stitch on his little face. Okay. Okay. All right. Light at the end of the tunnel for the little face part. So hopefully, with this being a longer video, which I don't usually do, but hopefully with this being a little bit longer video, you can get some things done on your painting or whatever project you're doing. Okay. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to just take and go through here and do, say, you know, knot it, make a knot. So I'm just going to do that and try to make a knot, because this, definitely don't want this stitch coming out, especially with the whole stuffing thing in your face. Hey Pooh. Potato's sniffing the stuffing. I must have thought it was cotton candy or something. I don't know. What are you doing? Can you help? So if, just put that extra right there. Trying to get this black stuff ready for the eyes. Right. Trying to keep it straight. So, right, that's extra thread that I'm going to put that off to the side actually. Okay, so we got the little face. Took a gazillion years, but hey. And it looks like it gets a little bit, but it still should be cute. And like I said, I double stitched that nose, so we'll go ahead and get moving on the eyes. I'm just going to keep the eyes the way that they are. I don't know if I want to stitch the eyes though, because that one little part took forever. I mean, I could stitch them and glue them on, because it is just felt. So, and I don't want them getting deformed at all, because I don't have to stuff the eyes. It just gives me the option of being able to cut them. And so, alright, what I might do, I mean, because this is your project, you know, if you want to sew the eyes, you can sew the eyes, but I don't want to lose that beautiful shape. So, and plus I don't want to, you know, deform them. So I'll do, let's see, I'll do a little stitch like to hold on the eye, just kind of like right in the middle. Then I'm just going to kind of take it through the threads here. And just knot it. This is, you know, just like a diamond painting is, you can change the colors, you can change the approach. Alright, so go ahead and get this one on. Maybe we can get something done. Okay, she looks sassy. I'm gonna just like say sassy. I think that's pretty even on the eyes. one thing about putting it this way with the one thread or the one stitch through the eye, which fine, is that if it's not exactly straight, you can adjust it and glue it down. There you go. Bob's your uncle. Hi, Pooh. My poodle keeps trying to help me. He was trying to help me type in chats last night too. It was funny. Kept like pawing on the keyboard. So yeah, Wendy have gone off my meds. She's I asked her if she wanted to do like a spoof video of some of my videos, because I know it's like some of my videos are just like, whoa, what? Or just fun. Actually, they aren't that bad. They're just pretty straightforward for the most part, and just thought it might be fun for our community to have a spoof video, you know, kind of like a comedic relief, and so she brought that up in chat last night, and I was like, yes, I cannot wait to see that. Hey, Pooh. Yeah, I got all my stuff there. He walked into the box part. You're right. That's so funny. Okay. Alright, so we got the face. My dog needs to go outside, so I'm going to go ahead and stop this video for now. And like I said, I'm not sure of how to pause it. And so we've got a little bit done. We got the face done. And we will pick up in the next segment on the next part. Alright. We'll talk to you later.